So the Track and Control series finale is going to be airing this Saturday, so I thought it would be fitting that I make a part 2 to my Track and Control Explained video. Anyway, let's begin. Jam wakes up surrounded by explosives. Standing in front of him are Torture and Torture's brother, Billy, who intend to murder Jam. And because of this, Jam breaks free and grabs a gun to defend himself. And without thinking clearly, he points the gun at Billy and... Chapter 1. After finally returning from his break, Jam goes to a metro station where he finds Zizzy. Anyway, Zizzy decides to help Jam get his stuff, but suddenly they get attacked by Coley, who is trying to kill them. Anyway, Jam and Zizzy escape, and Jam realizes what this might be about. So Jam decides to go to the jail facility to get answers. Anyway, Chapter 2. Jam and Zizzy finally arrive at the jail facility. Anyway, after exploring the jail, they find Polly and a certain area of the jail covered in fire. Polly tells Jam that somebody escaped. Jam realizes who it might be, and after checking the security camera footage, the worst is confirmed. Anyway, Chapter 3. Polly manages to track down one of Torture's members. So Jam and Zizzy look around for this member, and they find Tiggery, who escapes. Anyway, Chapter 4. So after looking for Tiggery, they finally catch up to him, and because Tiggery doesn't have much of a choice, he decides to help them. So Tiggery tells them that the other members went after Doggy and Bunny, so they decide to go and save them. Anyway, Chapter 5. They finally arrive at Doggy and Bunny's house, but it turns out that there aren't any torture guards around the place. Anyway, after Jam finds Doggy and Bunny, Jam explains what is going on to Doggy and Bunny tells them that she knows someone that can help them, so they go to where they are. Anyway, Chapter 6. So the group arrives at a farm, and after looking around for a certain farmer, they finally find the farmer, who is Giraffe. Oh, and also Willow, who is Doggy and Bunny's long-lost sibling. Anyway, after asking Farmer G where Georgie is, Farmer G explains that Georgie is in a village that is near the farm. Anyway, Chapter 7. So the group arrives at the village, and after some exploring, they meet up with Georgie, Z, Zuzi, and Budgie. But then suddenly, Torture intercepts the radio and tells Jam if he doesn't surrender himself, his friends will die. And it turns out that Torture is coming after them, so they all leave the village. Anyway, Chapter 8. So the group are looking for Mimi, who is in her lab, and after looking around, they finally find Mimi, but suddenly they hear a loud noise outside. And when they go to check it out, they find that Doggy and Bunny were captured. So Jam decides to turn himself in if they let Doggy and Bunny go, which is basically what happens. Anyway, Chapter 9. So Jam manages to break free and hide from Torture's guards with the help of Mimi, and Jam and Mimi go through the pier to escape. But just when Jam thinks he has escaped, he comes face to face confronted with Torture, and Torture has full intentions to have revenge on Jam for what Jam did to him 2 years ago. Jam tries to prove his innocence, but Torture is not having it. So after Jam and Torture have a little fight, Torture decides to capture Jam and Mimi. Anyway, the season finale, also known as Chapter 10. Jam wakes up in a prison cell where he is met by Zizzy, who breaks him out. And after Jam, Zizzy, and Mimi go around the carrier to escape, they are yet again confronted by Torture. But before Torture can do anything, Jam tells Torture that on the same day, he found out that his parents were dead, which makes Torture feel bad for him. So him and Torture apologize, and Torture finally forgives Jam. But it isn't over yet. A villain that Jam knows all too well is plotting his return, but that is for next time.